div tag. Next, here in span tag, this is a sample span tag. Save it, refresh, close this, you open that span example, span tag. Okay, now for them I will give styles. For both div tag, span tag, I am giving background color. If you give background color or if you give border, you can understand clearly. What is the difference between both? Background color light green. And you can give border also. Solid red color border. Save it. In between these two, I am just giving break so that you will get some line gap. Save it. Here, refresh. See, when you observe the output, the first is div, this one is div, and this is span. So when you see the output, automatically the div tag will occupy the entire page. So these elements are called as block level elements. Block level elements are block level tags are nothing but which will occupy the entire space of the web page. If I create the div tag, it will occupy the entire space, but the content is not there for the entire till the end. See, the content is there only up to here, but it is occupying up to the last part of the page. So that are the block level definition or block level tag definition or block level elements. Not only div tag, paragraph, headings, these are all called as block level elements, because paragraph also, if you create something small text also, it will occupy entire page, and headings also it will occupy entire page. But span is not block level element, it is inline element. Inline element means it will occupy only the part of the text only. That means wherever the content is there, that means up to the content, that means up to the text only you can get the span. After the text you are getting any color? No, because span occupies up to the inline. Inline means up to the content only. Block level means total page of the site. Now this is about total divs and their properties. Now what we are going to see is, the next concept is display property, CSS display property. Display dot HTML. CSS display property. So what is the CSS display property? To understand that, I will take the first example as list. Which list? Unordered list. UL. Open. UL. Close. So UL means unordered list. You are creating a unordered list. In that I am taking LI. LI means list items. So in that I am creating one list. For example, home, about, services, next contact. Next is what? Contact. Save it. Now refresh. Here you come here, close this, open display. So by default Unordered list will come like this, but I don't want like this. Okay, I want to use display property for this now. How I will give? First, here I will take UL flower brackets open, flower brackets close. In that I am writing display inline. In display, one option or one value we can give is inline. If I give display inline, see what will happen? See, the bullets are removed. Now I will give list style type none. Save it. See, or the same if I give for li, see, you are getting side by side. But generally the list will come in one by one order, but I am making it in inline. Inline means all elements will come in the same line. Okay, this is called inline property. This is one example for inline, display inline property. Next, beside this I will take br, means I am giving one break. Here I am taking one hyperlink tag ahref. Here in that http www dot something durgasofts.com, something I am giving link to one web page address. Here I am writing one text, click here. Now save it. If you see, you are getting like this, click here, but I will apply display property another value. What is that value? I will show now. A flower brackets open, close. Here I am giving first text decoration none. I don't want any underline or anything. That's why I am giving text decoration none. That means no underline, nothing. You will get plain text. Now after that, what I will do? Here I will give, you see output first. See, now I will give display as block. We have another property called display as block. What will happen if I give display as a block means, so without giving that, first if I apply background color, if I give width, so you will get like this without applying it as display as block. Now I will add here display block, save it. Now here refresh. See, if you want to give height also you can give 100 pixels. See, now you can give alignment also, text align, center. You can give vertical alignment also, vertical align. In vertical align we have top, middle, bottom. I am giving middle. Save it. See, you are getting in the middle. So like this. Now I will just reduce height, reduce width. Now you can click anywhere. See, I can click here also, you will get the link. I can click here also, I can get link. I can click on anywhere in the box now, because that is the block element. That means this entire thing will treat as one block now. And next is display none. We can give display none also. For example, I will take one paragraph, okay, or I will take one heading, welcome, save. See, it is coming. But for that heading one, I will give display property now. H1 here I am writing display none. Save. See, can you see the element now? No. If I give display none, the tag which I have given display none, that will be not visible. That means it will be hidden. Here one more small difference is there. For example, below that heading 1, I am taking another H1. How are you? See, that also will be hidden now. But I don't want like that. So what I should do? For this first, I need to give one class call X here in styles dot X. Now what will happen? See, the element is showing hidden, but you are not getting any space between the hyperlink and the how are you text, but in between there is one heading. For example, if I write this in comment for some time, see, there is some space between click here and how are you. You are getting some space. But if I give hidden property, this space is also it is hiding. That means entire element it will hide. Not only display none property, you can use another property called visibility. So in visibility, I am giving hidden. Now I will remove display none. If I give display none and visibility, both will have same function, it will hide the element, but there is small difference between them. Save it. See, now the element is hiding, but the gap is maintained like that. That means the space, how much that tag will occupy, that will be there like that only. But in previous case, this space is also removed. See, now I will uncomment this. I will comment this one. I will comment this one. Save it. Here, see, now the space is also removed. So that is the difference between display 9 and display here. So I am writing one comment here. What is the differences? For display none, it will remove the space. It will remove the space occupied by the tag. But whereas the visibility property will occupy space like that only. It will be just hidden. It will be just hidden. So this is the difference. So for display none, it will remove the space occupied by the tag, but whereas for the visibility property, it will give space like that only. It will give space like that only. Okay. So this is the important point you need to remember, or what is the difference between the visibility none and visibility hidden, display none and visibility hidden. So next we will take one more example, width and max width. We have already seen width. There is another property called max width also. So what is the difference between width and max width? We will see in one small example. Okay. Save as width, or I will save it as max width dot HTML. Now you close the file, open, or first I will remove these tags. Here, what is the example for this one? Width and max width. Save it. Now here inside, first I will create two divs, div id x, next div id y. Like that I am taking two div tags. For these two div tags I will give width and max width option. What is the difference? We will see now. Okay. First I will take some content here. In help I will take some content. I will copy the text. Now here I will paste it, here I will paste it, save it, I will close the help, open max width option. So this is the two div tags. So I will give some gap between them. So I will give break, br, save it, here refresh. This is I am giving some gap. Now for the first div tag I will give width option, for the second div tag I will give max width option. What is the difference? You can easily identify. So here div or hash x, here I will give width. So what is the width? For example 200 pixels. Here refresh, see you are getting 200 pixels. So you cannot see properly now, that's why I am giving alignment or some styling for the text. Justify, save. Okay, so I will give little bit more, 400. Okay, now I will give some border also for your understanding. Border 2 pixels, solid style and red color border. Save it. Here you are getting one border. So I am giving width option here. Now I will just copy the same things, paste it. For the second div tag, that is y. For this div tag I will give styles now. Instead of width I am giving max hyphen width. I am giving. Save it. Here refresh. So boards look similar, but if I reduce the size of the screen, what is happening? You can clearly see what is happening. For your understanding I will give little bit less width, 200, yeah 200, or I will give more, 600, 600. See, normally when it is in the normal size it will look similar only, but when I am decreasing the page size, see, decreasing the page size, the first div tag is not adjusting the content. See, it is not moving, it is fixed. The first div tag is not affecting the text anything, but see, the second div tag automatically the content is adjusting according to the screen size. So whenever you are going to create a website for mobile friendly, that means nowadays users are not only opening the web pages in desktop or computer or laptops, they are using they are opening the websites in mobile also. If your text is not adjusting to the mobile screen size, the site doesn't look very good. So that's why we are going to use max width property than width property when you are going to develop any web page for mobile friendly purpose. See, if I reduce to the mobile screen size also, the text is, I can see the entire text. I can see the entire text, but for the first div tag I can see the entire text. No, it is not possible. So that is the difference between max width. Like that only max width, I can also give max height also, but that is not, you need to decrease the page from the bottom onwards or from top onwards we need to decrease. It will also adjust. So So max width is a property which will is used for adjusting the content automatically to the screen size. See, I am decreasing again, I am increasing, decreasing. See, automatically the second one is changing, the first one is fixed there. The first one is fixed, but the second one is changing automatically. So this is the very important option, max width. So max width, why we use this one? For responsive site, responsive website design, or we simply call for mobile friendly device, for mobile friendly site. So this is about max width option.